Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Hey, Rockets fans. Hey, Rockets fans, it's Kobe Tree. Remember, like and subscribe if you haven't. And Jersey giveaway is almost 100 subscribers away, so y'all tune in. Let's get into this game. Real early, DeMarcus Cousins tried to force his dominance, and he established that, just being very aggressive. His matchup was Willie Cauley-Stein. Not very, not a very big opponent, but, he took full advantage, and that's what I like to see. Luka Doncic driving. Luka Doncic had a okay game, but for the most part, the Rockets really played great perimeter defense on him and made him frustrated. They had one player play really aggressive defense on him individually, man on man, and then you had like another player playing the lanes once he passed it. That's what you like to see. He's a superstar. You just want him to work for every shot he takes. You know, Usually when he plays the Rockets, he balls out. But this game, like I said, the Rockets played great defense. And Mr. Automatic, Eric Gordon was so great this game. Him and DeMarcus Cousins were my player of the game. They played great throughout the whole game, and I love that. And it was great to see John Wall back. He established himself, putting guys in the right position to succeed right away from the jump. And, that's something I missed, watching him do. He's such a great point guard. I mean, he's definitely similar to Chris Paul, in my opinion. Like the poor man's Chris Paul. He's definitely faster than Chris Paul, but he's not as great as a point guard as Chris Paul, but he's like if John Wall and Russell Westbrook had a baby, and it would be John Wall. Chris Paul and Russ had a baby, it'll be John Wall. I know that's a weird scenario, but he has like both of their traits. And you see Luka driving, taking his time. What a beautiful floater. That's a free throw floater right there. Such a great move. And look, Sterling Brown is guarding Luka the whole time, all the way throughout the court, making him work. And shout out to my boy Mason Jones. I think he's the backup point guard now. I know he's a combo guard. I originally thought he was drafted just to be a shooting guard, but I was wrong. He's a combo guard, mainly playing the point guard right now, but he has the ability to play shooting guard as well. And Nwaba attacking. Nwaba attacked this whole game. The Rockets were so aggressive this game, and I think the reason was because Silas, probably wanted revenge. I don't know. But last time we played them, James Harden looked like crap. But throughout this game, the Rockets looked very aggressive. They looked like they had some bad intentions on the floor, and it was a recipe for success for the Rockets. There weren't too many collapses on defense for the Rockets, like you see this one right here. But overall, the Rockets played solid defense throughout the whole game, looking for the right player. Look at that catch and shoot between Cousins and Gordon. Like I said, the Rockets were looking for the right shot, the highest percentage shot, passing and no selfishness. And they abused Boban. Boban definitely got, spotted out as a weak link on the defensive end, and they attacked him a lot. I like Boban a lot. I made that clear yesterday. But, defensively, he's a liability. I don't know why he gets that much time on the floor. Because in this game, he got a lot of time. Eric Gordon was so smooth this game. Eric Gordon was hitting threes, getting to the free throw line, getting to the rim. He was so crucial for this win. Sterling Brown, a beautiful layup. Luka backing Sterling Brown down. That's why I said, look, you can have Luka guarded by Sterling Brown. You can have him guarded by PJ Tucker. You can have him guarded by Nwaba, Jashawn Tate. Pick your poison, because for Luca, that's going to eventually get frustrating because you got all these aggressive defensive players and they're all fresh. It's not one defender like we used to have in the past with, Trevor Ariza, and then you'll get switched off with PJ Tucker. These guys were already playing hard defense. Now you got guys on the bench who are ready to come out and play defense. So, that's something I love about this team. From 1 to 5, we got a great. Sometimes we, even Christian Wood. I say 1 to 5 because Christian Wood has been playing better defense as well. That's the reason why we beat not Christian um, DeMarcus Cousins. Excuse me. I'm sorry. DeMarcus Cousins played against Detroit, and all 5 guys played pretty good defense. Um, for the Rockets, 1 through 5, they could all play defense. They just have to get on the right page. That's going to come eventually with more games under all their belts. You can see it slowly forming. Slowly forming. The Mavericks try to make a run in the third quarter, but, the Rockets were just so aggressive, knocking down the 3-point shot, attacking, playing solid defense. They didn't allow them to come back. The Mavericks look like the Rockets have been looking the last several games, getting in a big deficit and then trying to, claw their way back throughout the third quarter and fourth quarter. Eventually, you're going to get gassed out, or eventually you're going to get the lead. But like the Rockets and the Mavericks, they've both been on the short end of those sticks. And you know what I like to see? Tim Hardaway didn't have a big game. He's a Rockets killer. Every time he plays the Rockets, Luka and Tim Hardaway both play very aggressive versus the Rockets with James Harden. But in this game, I guess the tide has finally turned. I think some teams love playing against the Rockets and James Harden, since he's a superstar, and they probably just want to prove him that they're as great as a scorer. And I want to give a shout out to James Johnson for actually cutting off that yellow hair that he had. He looked like Macaulay Culkin. So shout out to James Johnson. Eric Gordon dribbling. Eric Gordon looking fast. And one thing I've noticed this year for Eric Gordon, he's not dribbling the ball off his leg. He's not dribbling the ball off his foot. He looks so fluid. He's dribbling mainly with one hand, in and out, in and out, in and out. And, he's eventually getting, what he's looking for. If it's a pass or if it's a shot, he's just taking his time. But he looks very fast. And, Nwaba's, somebody told me that he looks kind of like unorthodox going to the rim. And I agree. He looks definitely not your natural penetrator through the lane, but he's very aggressive and he's gonna body you, and I really like seeing that. Look at Jashante, such a great player, so smart, rolling to the basket. That's what you like to see, your players, your role players rolling to the basket, looking for easy shots. And the Rockets stayed aggressive throughout the fourth quarters. And look at the Rockets are just moving around, like scrambling around. And Boban getting attacked by Eric Gordon. Like I said, Boban just got, picked on this game, and that's what you want to do with the Rockets. You want to pick on the weakest player. Look at DeMarcus Cousins, so aggressive, so aggressive. Mason Jones passes it to Kevin Martin Jr. Remember, guys, Kevin Martin Jr. is only 19 years old. He had 2 blocks, 1 nasty block on Boban. He had a few dunks. He's just going to be a great player for the Rockets. Such a great player. Look at Nwaba playing aggressive, staying aggressive on a fast break. Okay, guys, what a great game. Everybody played pretty much well. Remember, stay tuned for my 100 subscriber giveaway, and I'm going to give away a jersey. And the following day, I'm going to give away a pair of shoes. So stay tuned. Hey, thank you. Kobe Tree out.